Hi, this is Ed and welcome to The Outer Dark. Well, FBI Anon, for those who have been following him, is back on 4chan. But what did he say? Well, stay tuned as The Outer Dark brings you 5 new mind blows from FBI Anon. First, some context. If you don't know who FBI Anon is, here's an anonymous FBI source that has been posting on 4chan. What makes him different than someone just trolling or LARPing is, well, because what he said has come true in hindsight, especially in regards to the investigation with the Clinton Foundation and a precursor to Pizzagate. But what did he say? Well, number 5. FBI Anon talks about a server that is hidden in a certain location. This information he alludes to is on none other than the 7th Floor group. It's their internal information and reports, and that this information is now with Wikileaks. The 7th Floor group literally being the shadow government as cited by the FBI in their own documents conveniently released under a FOIA request last year. A document you can see here. This 7th Floor group consists of high-level government insiders. In this context, the upcoming WikiLeaks could truly be mind-blowing in nature, but in this case it looks like it's directly linked to the 7th Floor group themselves. A group, by the way, that a few days ago Rex Tillerson, none other, fired from the actual State Department. He cleaned the entire 7th floor. As you can see in this article, it references that in fact directly. But what else did he say? Well, number 4, FBI Anon outlined the plan of the shadow government or the 7th floor, which states, and I quote, "If the plans of the shadow government come to fruition," namely in this case he refers to world war with Russia, "it's being pushed very hard right now, and they are trying to make Trump the martyr. If Clinton had won, it would have been a smooth transition. The initial plan was escalation of civil disorder, gradual disarmament of civilians, displacement of existing civilian populations, boogeyman Russia, war, divorce of the US and its government, deployment of continuity of government under a benevolent guile, revocation of rights and freedoms for the good of the nation, conquest." Now it's worth noting as you look at this, remember the insanity that took place with Russia before the election, with the assassination of Russian diplomats, ambassadors, and the expulsion of actual diplomats and high-ranking officials from the United States by President Obama. It almost looked like Russia was being drawn into a kind of honeypot, actually being provoked for an actual upcoming conflict. Also note the massive social disturbances in relation to riots and protest movements. It seems that there's a well-funded, organized attempt to set people against each other. Number 3, FBI Anon also states that the overall game plan, which has been in play for generations as he states, is in fact the depopulation of the planet. Now, of course, this will be nothing new to watchers of my channel, given the background with Rex 84, Agenda 21, FEMA camps, chemtrails, etc. But it does put the picture and at least add more evidence to the picture together. Number 2, FBI Anon states that the 7th Floor group is COG, or continuity of government, something that's been arranged in order to survive a nuclear war. At least that's the initial reason behind COG. But in this case, COG, it seems, at the 7th floor and wider networks has gone and run amok, in his own words, namely that it seems to have been subverted and is being used as some kind of shadow mechanism of control by unelected officials within perhaps the worldwide sphere or stage. Number 1, FBI Anon breaks down the sides like this, at least the factions involved. All the mill and most of the DOJ, mostly the FBI, are on Trump's side. CIA, NSA are severely compromised due to the Bushes, especially since George Bush Sr. NSA in this context he describes as simply being considered a domestic CIA. Clinton tried to take hold of the FBI, he states, through Obama, but it was thwarted. Comey is out for her blood, believe it or not. It's good to look at the last line here with Comey as we reflect on the fact that Comey actually seemed to stab the Clinton boat just before Hillary Clinton's election with reopening the FBI investigation. It seems drilling a hole in the Clinton ship and giving it one last kick out into the harbor to finally sink. But in this case, of course, it hasn't sunk. It continues through all these shadow factions and networks which seem to be synonymous with the CIA and the shadow government itself. But at the end of the day, you guys will just have to decide for yourselves with this information. It is possible that FBI Anon is a super LARPer. You guys will just have to go out and decide for yourselves. Follow the leads he has and see if they point to any type of confirmable evidence. But anyway, if you did like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. That'd help me out a lot. Also, let me know what you think in the comments section. What do you think's going on? What do you think about FBI Anon? And do you have any leads? In the meantime, this is Ed from the Outer Dark, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.